Section of C facts from page 160. Good night.
See the movie. That made history.
Scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Scared your pants off.
Must go faster.
Jurassic Park, Sunday at 7 on BBC One.
Top of the Pops in half an hour, Colleen Anderson, OTT and the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Balls first on BBC One Scotland.
It's only a game, so put up a real...
And a one duck family.
It's a star.
Vet in practice in half an hour. And before that on BBC One Scotland.
It's Friday, it's 7:30, it's still number one.
Don't wake up now. Wake up now.
OTT's Niall answers tricky questions about girls, clothes and embarrassing moments in the February issue of the BBC Top of the Pops magazine.
See the movie. That made history.
Scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Scared your pants off.
Must go faster.
Jurassic Park, Sunday at 7 on BBC One.
Hyacinths keeping up appearances on stage in half an hour. First on BBC One Scotland, some difficult times for the vets in practice.
Exactly as I want it.
Pleasure Beach, on 9:30 on BBC One. It's going to be good. We'll see.
BBC Two will open another comedy zone in a couple of minutes. Spilling out tonight will be The Blackadder, The Friday Night Armistice, and Game On.
Both had a life, you know, dying.
A wife in trouble.
They say that I killed him.
And hand.
The jealous need to be represented in the inquest.
No, Hugh, I can't. It's a difficult choice.
How many more miscarriages of justice before the whole thing blows up in your face?
Rachel Mortimer, A New Beginning. Tell a girl who says tell her. There'll be a job going. New drama for Fridays. Mortimer's Law, beginning in half an hour on BBC One.
Before that, here on BBC One Scotland, the 9 o'clock news with Peter Sissons.
President Clinton insists he'll never resign as he grapples publicly with new allegations about sex in the White House. The topic dominates his news conference with Tony Blair, who backs the president as someone he can trust. But men warn that their involved stand.
That's all on Friday 14 at 10:40.
The comedy zone thunders on Slay on BBC Two with a film now, and then it's Mandy's wedding day in Game On, unless she does a runner, that is. Here on BBC One Scotland, it's a new drama and a new beginning for an ambitious young barrister in Mortimer's Law.
But I should ask as many awkward questions as I could.
Mortimer's Law continues next Friday at 9:30 on V1. The weekend sporting action starts here on BBC One Scotland with Friday Sports Scene and Alison Walker.
At 4:40 and the Scottish English football at 10:45. Rugby Special is on Sunday at 1. Hearts against Celtic on Sunday Sport at 2:30 on Radio Scotland in no medium wave. And that's all for Friday next week. We're back at the usual time of 10:20. Bye.
Catholic schools, a parental right or a breeding ground for sectarianism. And after Dolly the sheep, we have the technology, but should we allow scientists to clip humans? For this and the news that gets Scotland talking, Words with War, Thursday at 10:55 at BBC One Scotland.
Bruce Willis needs some therapy in our erotic thriller at midnight as he stars as a psychologist traumatized by the sickness of his parents. That's Horror of Midnight, tonight at midnight. First on BBC One Scotland, Pop, Foot and Parky. And coming next tonight, an erotic with Bruce Willis on The Colour of Night.
In isolation.
It's discovering my own language, really.
Separated from her home and family.
I'm drawing with a landscape.
Julie Brooke will do anything for her craft.
I admire enormously artists who are, in a sense, pathfinders.
An untamed talent.
There she goes.
Who takes tea with the Queen.
The end of another adventurous day.
An artist's inspiration. Castaway in Excess, Wednesday at 10:45, BBC One Scotland.
BBC One Scotland is live at the opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics at 2. Before that, Bruce Willis stars a traumatized psychologist in The Colour of Night.
Gents, there's taxi drivers, they're just everyday people. They get transformed, and they're quite pleased with it. How old can you go under? Forever.
Prostitute, next Friday at 14, BBC One.
That'll do nicely.
We'll now look at tomorrow night's programmes here on BBC One Scotland. We begin at 7 o'clock with a gotcha for Wendy Richard and Noel's House Party, and that's followed by the aptly named Michael Ball presenting the National Lottery Draw. Tina returns to work in Casualty at 8:10, but decides not to relive her recent terrible experiences, meaning that no charges can be brought against her attacker. And then at 9 o'clock, Bob Monkhouse plays a low theatre critic who falls victim to an invisible thief. Only Jonathan Creek can help him get a priceless work of art back, but after receiving a bad review, he might not be so inclined. Amy sends her husband to question their son about her missing necklace in Unfinished Business at 10:10, and then after a roundup of the day's news and sport, Sportscene Match of the Day has the latest Scottish sporting action. With the stand-up show at midnight and Will Smith, OTT and the Rolling Stones lining up the top of the pops at past, that's the shape of tomorrow night here on BBC One Scotland. Well, now let's have a look at the weather forecast for Scotland for tomorrow. Any last remaining rain will soon clear the borders tonight, and then all parts of Scotland will see cloud break and clear spells develop. However, there will also be a scattering of showers, especially in the west, where some may be heavy and perhaps thundery. Temperatures may fall low enough in sheltered eastern areas for a touch of frost, but the moderate to fresh westerly winds should keep temperatures in most other places a little higher. Tomorrow will be a bright day with a mixture of sunny spells and showers. The best of the sunshine will be in the east, with most of the showers in the west, where again some may be heavy at first. There'll be a brisk west to southwesterly wind, which will keep temperatures from rising much higher than 8 Celsius, that's 46 Fahrenheit. And that's the forecast. BBC One Scotland will be joining BBC News 24 at around 4 o'clock. Well, before that, and a little later than scheduled, live coverage from Nagano of the opening ceremony of the 18th Winter Olympics is introduced by Barry Davis, and the program follows in just under a minute.